5 seconds.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, that's why you got hiccups. I hope you enjoy them.
I get because I was eating my lunch, and by lunch
You're
I mean
you're probably eating your ass. Probably what you're doing, nasty pervert.
I don't know how.
You could probably do that.
I'm not that flexible.
You never ate your own ass before.
Yeah, I could easily say that.
Well, here's some ass for you people.
And by the way, before the chat gets upset, that's not the worst thing we talked about. This man spent 10 minutes about fucking a cow.
I never even. That is not even fucking canon. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Literally, people went into the DT chat screaming that we were talking about fucking cows.
Yeah, but you know the DT chat, they're stupid. Oh, we're on. Hey everybody, how you guys doing?
Been on.
I'm gonna reload this. I hate that red. I gotta get rid of that red.
It's not the worst way we've ever started.
Yeah, it really isn't. No, but anyways, guys, say something in the chat, everybody, because it's not for analytics. I just want to see if it works. Let me see. Testing. Okay, that works. It's still red? What the fuck? Why is it always red in this chat? Jesus Christ. You know, by the way,
Mauricio, it's literally Mauricio. I've never not seen his fucking name red.
One up the Ryan's there too, and his has been at the colors.
His is also kind of red. Like,
no, his is never red.
No, his is red as a lot. At least on my screen it is.
Okay,
bitch.
You say something in there. You put your go.
Are we live?
Yeah. No, Alan.
I'll stick what I just said. I was a bitch.
Okay, yeah, no, he's definitely a bitch. I guess we gotta wait. Oh wait, is your name always red too?
Yeah.
We just got a bunch of red, and then we got Red Ganja Gruden here. This fucking sucks, dude. I hate this.
Everybody red now. Comments is screwed fired.
Oh,
fire wide.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, just like last time.
And just like last time.
Let me see. You should add a chat command to channel management. Really?
You go fuck yourself. Okay.
No, because the thing is, I believe I can't. Oh, chant. Command to channel management.
That does not make any sense.
No,
chat management almost understood. Okay.
No, there's a chant management. There's a bunch of things that other streamers do. I'm still trying to get Streamlabs to just fucking work properly. So it is what it is. But Churchill Cat, what is up? How you doing, good sir? Oh, and the Moobot came. Hopefully, he was able to hear me say hi and everything. But like, yeah, I will tell you guys, there's so many cool apps out there for Streamlabs. But it's like when I can't even get the chat to work, sometimes I have to give up. But we might try a couple things. One of the things we actually did do, and don't pay for bits now as far as this thing I'm about to bring up. But we actually have the sound alert thingy that will play sounds in our XSplit. And the only problem is I'm trying to figure out a way where I can have a visual to it, or maybe have Ganja and everybody in this call like hear it. But someone can actually make it where someone can fart like on the show. Like if you donate like whatever bits you set up, it'll be like and someone can like
please don't donate to us.
No, you can, cause I want them to. Like, I want to put a bunch of things there where, like, you can have someone like scream, like you can put like an Arnold voice, like, nah! And like, no context. No. Yeah, like anything. Someone like Julian has this on his thing, but there's so many other people. Like, Kind of Funny has it. Lots of other people have it, and essentially, like, it actually makes the show kind of like random a little bit. Like, you'll be talking about something. It's like, guys, I want to tell you guys something really serious. You know, my father died today, and like a fart will come out, and it's like that shit's hilarious. Like, I really, really like that stuff. But
you know that people are strategic with that shit, and they'll use it when I'm reviewing something.
We can we should have something like a.
That's probably why he chose the fart sound effect. Because he goes,
like,
hey, I know how to fuck up Alan during his reviews. I'll just do random bullshit.
We should have like an AM fucking like news host thing going on. Yeah. Welcome to Chat Attack in the morning. Chat Attack in the morning.
Don't give Nick ideas to resurrect the Sunrise Chat Attack.
No, I did that the other day, man. So
yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Wait, did you actually check that out the other day or no?
No, because he did during work. I was like, oh, he's doing a post show to kind of get used to it. It wasn't until like 2 days later you told me, yo, that was a bad show.
Yeah, dude. No, the good show. Everyone, make sure to watch it. No, the thing is, though, it was definitely a Sunrise Chat Tech situation. So if you guys don't know, I should probably explain this a little bit better sometimes. But like,
a lot of lore here.
Yeah, there's so much lore, man. There's so much context people need, and we do get new viewers, believe it or not. You know, so it's like, okay, whatever. But just so you guys know, I did this thing called the Sunrise Chat Tech, where I would go on like at 5:30 in the morning Arizona time, which is pretty much like 7 o'clock CST or 8 o'clock for Eastern people, and Middle Eastern people. So Alan, my audience.
It's for, you didn't even tell the story. You just wanted to make a Middle Eastern joke.
Yeah,
he did.
So the full story that he decided to fucking leave out is this was back in the day when we called the Midnight Chat Attack.
Oh,
so
yeah, I like how you say like I told it wrong. I wasn't even done yet. I just want to make it slightly lower.
Oh, okay.
How dare you? He's like, oh, you tell the whole thing wrong. It's like it's fucking like 10% complete, you dick. Like,
then go with the other 90%, motherfucker.
that's like someone's doing like the deli to make a sandwich, and it's like, wait, that's just bread. It's like, sir, I'm about to walk to the avocado.
Yeah, but the deli person just insulted your heritage, so yeah,
and that's what you give him a
himself.
tip. I'm sorry. No, but the thing is though,
you should always tip your bigots.
exactly. No, but the thing is though,
that's what paying taxes is for.
Is that considered a B word? Calling someone a bigot? Like that's still insulting, right? Like you probably shouldn't do that. I don't know.
I'm afraid they're racist.
I would defend all the bigots and the racists.
If someone's sitting there going, imagine you call someone a bigot. Well, I don't find that word really appropriate. It's like, what do you want to be called? A racist?
Yeah.
we can go with the obvious answer. Scum of the fucking earth.
There you go. But no, that's the thing. I can't toss a coin to your bigot. No, but the thing is, though, at first I thought he said toss a coin to your Bigfoot because I read that so fast. But it is what it is. But no, I did this thing called Sonic Chat Attack, and when this happened, Alan, Ganja, our old co-host, and a bunch of other people were going to Austin, Texas to do a double toasted thing, which, by the way, we're going to be talking about more double toasted parties soon. There's a big thing I want to reveal for today's show, so stick around. I'll be bringing that up in about a couple minutes. But the thing is, though, guys, is Alan and everybody was gone, so I was kind of by myself, and I was lonely. I had no girlfriend or anything, so I was going through a bunch of shit. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a show by myself. I don't need Alan. I don't need Ganja. I can do this all on my own with no practice at all because I'm
Boy, was
dumb.
he wrong.
I was very much wrong. I went on there. I did have viewers, if that means anything. But
I feel like that made it worse.
It kind of did, because, like... Yeah. Because people could hear it, so that's never a good thing.
People could hear it.
No, it wasn't people could hear it. It's that people would respond. So you had people in the chat, and you're like, "Oh, people are here. I must do more of this."
No, it was bad, dude. So the thing is if I don't have like a topic or don't have someone going with me, I'm literally, you guys just know what's in this fucked up brain, and I just start talking like something really happened. This is like really bad, and I don't mean this, by the way, guys. It's just I was in a bad spot, so. Whatever I'm about to say, it's not canon anymore. That happened years ago. You came
not how that
clip,
works.
So it is what it is. But the thing is, and okay, we got some people. I got like ding dongs going on. So sorry guys, but yeah, Jet and Rox are in the chat now. I'll say hi to you in a minute. I'm just gonna finish what I'm saying while I get myself in trouble with more people. But when I was doing something our chat attack, something happened very, very bad within that week. It was that thing with someone drove a car through like a parade thing or whatever. Do you remember that whole big story?
Oh, yeah. That was such a long time ago.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. Well, the thing is I was reading a story, and I guess I got really lost in one particular part of the story where I guess somebody was waving the flag, and the car was, like, honking, and then it ran over him. And Danielle, when Danielle was the voice of reason, that's when I'm like, holy shit, I said some dumb shit. But Danielle was in the chat like, hey, it's cool you're doing a show. Good job, Nick. Like, just she knew I was lonely. And I was just going on and ran. I was like, and why the fuck didn't he move out of the way? And Danielle was like, that's probably the worst thing you could have said. Like, Danielle was telling me, like, that was a really fucked up thing you just said. I'm like, bullshit. And then guess who comes in next, Alan?
Oh, Will, isn't it? It was
Will. It was Will.
Wow.
I think I clicked in at one point during Will did show, because I remember clicking in at one point going, oh, Nick's doing a show. I wonder what's going on. And I heard Will. I'm like, well, I'm out of here.
Yeah, Will got in a call. He's like, hey, man, are you okay? I'm like, do you want to talk about Punisher or not, motherfucker? And we just, I was like, I was fine with everybody. It was a bad spot. So just know, when I'm depressed or going through something, a different side of me comes out, and it's not canon. It's not real.
But he will still stream it.
Yeah, just know, you don't have to look into my fucking, like, hard drive or history. I'll just say the dumb shit on the air because I'm fucking stupid. But
anyway. It's funny because I'm recently asked, is it archived on the site? It's like, no. It was on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure by this point it's deleted, because back in the day I would do the year edit where I'd look through the videos, pick out the best moments, yada yada. And during that time I wanted to add in the Sunrise Chat Attack as a joke of while we were gone. The problem was it was so fucking miserable. I was like, I cannot put this in here. Because it's like, oh, happy, go funny, lucky jokes, all that shit. And then just like, yeah, man, my internet sucks, and bills, and why the fuck am I doing this?
I'm not hanging out with my friends. The only reason I have this podcast to hang out with my friends, and they're all fucking around doing something else.
You joke, but he said that almost word for word.
Yeah, I was actually talking shit about y'all, too.
I know you were, bitch. I tuned in.
Oh, just like, oh yeah, it's 5 o'clock. I'm pretty sure they're all just sitting around being boring. Half the fucking time they're not even interesting to talk to. I can't stand these motherfuckers, and they're my friends.
You don't remember the first thing I said to you guys when I came out? I was like, so I see you lost it.
It's like, no, I didn't. I found a new me.
Just trying to go to man. We can never go on vacation. Bring this motherfucker with us next time.
Yeah, good thing I went with you guys to New York that year, because I gotta tell you, if I was still by myself, I would have really lost it around that time.
Yeah, 3 days after a bombing. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alan, what'd you do?
Fucked up.
Oh, no. That's
why would you
also
ask
extra
him
fucked up
about
because it was a terrorist attack.
To be honest, I was thinking of joking, but you know what?
How
Fuck it. I'm gonna
Fuck
double
is that
down.
joking?
I'm gonna double down.
Oh man, yeah, we doubled down with the syndrome up in here. Thing is though, I will say that like yeah, no, I'm glad that I'm not like that anymore. Although 2 days ago I did have a little freak out on the show, and I apologize for doing that. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that shit to audio. I actually said that on the show too a couple days ago. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the SoundCloud thing be a thing again, and like if I need to do a therapy stream, I'm just gonna go on there and just talk about my problems. And then you guys can not listen to it, and then that can fail like the rest of my fucking life. Anyways, so what's up, everybody? Roxy's in the chat. Hello there. Let's bring on the comedy. Come on down. Come on, Roxy. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Doing fine.
Okay.
What's your racist joke that you're gonna use to bring me up?
No, I wasn't gonna say nothing about you. Like, and you know,
He's trying right now.
I was going through all my stuff, and I just
yeah, I can feel your like the fucking cogs in your brain trying to come up with a racist statement.
Dude, she actually makes me fucking nervous, bro. She's like, what are you gonna
Does
say?
she? Doesn't
yes,
stop
because
saying
she's so,
dumb
because
shit.
everything about her is so Mexican that if I'm like, hey, so what'd you eat today? Was it a burrito? What are you trying to say? It's like you fucking like burritos. I don't know. Like, what the fuck am I gonna like?
Bitch, you Mexican too. The fuck?
But I don't like burritos.
He doesn't like most food.
You don't like anything.
Yeah, I like Mexicans, but no one give me credit for
Do
that
you?
shit. Yeah. I love black people, I like Mexicans, I like Asians. I fucking hate white people. No, no, white people are cool too. They have like good music and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, like I don't know how to segue out of this. Jet, how you doing?
Jesus Christ.
I thought I was gonna die.
Really? Why is that?
Yeah, Nick's jokes are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Let's not
The thing is, I took a nap earlier. I guess I was sitting up and I was looking on my phone, and I took one of those you look on your phone, then you just suddenly fall asleep naps. And then for some reason, like I felt like my throat closing up, and I was just like, I yanked out of my sleep, and I was just like in a coughing fit. It's like, if I die here, I die.
What the fuck?
Does that say, did you like what were you choking on?
I don't know. I think a ghost was trying to choke me out.
Yeah. By the way, once again, now you're pulling a little bit of a ganja there with the no context. Like, what were you choking on? It's like, you know, that's a weird question to ask somebody, right?
Hey man, you don't need context all the time. Just fucking say it.
Yeah, pervert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what joke you're trying to make, Alan.
No!
Trying to be
I
nice.
wasn't!
Go to your
Point.
fucking bedroom.
I am in my bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
That's nasty.
Wait, is it nasty being in his bedroom? Fuck, sorry. No, it
His
doesn't look like a
bathroom?
Yes, I'll just
Yeah.
roll my ass to the bathroom.
No, you don't fucking
I still
dumbo
can't get
that.
over that comment like a couple weeks ago where she's like, I thought Al was just in a wheelchair the whole time.
Dude, someone brought that up. Someone actually in the chat like a month ago, someone in the chat was just like, "Yo, dude, I didn't know he was so small," or something like that. Like, I guess like where the camera is, you can't tell. But then we actually had someone draw us too, which working on that new chat tag thing. Some things have taken a little bit longer than usual, so sorry about that, everybody. But like, the thing is though, is that the person we didn't tell them like if Alan's small or tall or anything, but yet. All of us drawn, we are tall as fuck, and Alan is like half the size of one of us. And I'm like, did they watch the show? Like, did Alan tell them, like, hey, make sure to make me small? Because we didn't say shit.
No, I honestly just think, like, as soon as someone hears my name or sees my face, they download my entire biography. Because, like, Jed's dad apparently just knew I was angry just based on my name. This person just drew everything about me based on just one fucking image. It's like, they just download my entire biography.
There is
because short people be angry.
That's true. They do be mad. But like, the thing is, though,
short people have short fuses.
Short
fucking kill you. You know, bro, if I just be mad about that, I just immediately prove their point.
Damn right.
Short
So fuck you. Double down.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, shut the whatever.
But
Stand by my words.
What you call it? I will tell you that it's funny when people talk about you, no matter what, dude. Like, there's like a little bit of like a happiness that comes just talking about you as a character. Like, for instance, I was talking with Jet's dad, and we're like, yeah, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna be going on this trip, with Roxy and Ganja and this person. And as soon as we got to you, it's like, oh, what, Angry Alan? And it's like right away, like you can tell, like he smiles. He's like, Alan. It's like that doesn't make you feel good. Like you have that effect on people. Like,
who wants to be known as Angry Alan?
I don't know. Talk to me. Like I'm fucking. Everyone knows me as an angry guy. You know how many fucking people treat me?
Yeah.
Like
Do you like that?
Kinda, yeah. As long as it keeps
No,
people
you
from talking
don't.
to me.
You talk shit so much about that shit all the time.
No.
I don't even get that mad, and people still think I'm like pissed off 24/7.
Oh bullshit! You can't. You look mad when you come in here.
Nah. If I'm getting angry out, you're also bad too, Roxy. You yell
What am
out
I?
too.
Raging Roxy.
Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. That couldn't be better.
Or Roy Rage Roxy.
Fuck yeah! I want to be jacked as fuck, so that's my goal.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ryan apparently came up with a grumpy ganja. Ganja's not really that grumpy.
Yeah.
Oh no! It pisses me off with the fact
Rotten
how
Roxy?
mellow he is.
Yeah.
I'm mellow as shit, dog. The world can end, and I'm still being myself.
No, that's the thing, dude.
In fact, he'd prefer it.
So no, because that's the thing that like. So lately, Ganja's been getting. I can tell he's getting a little bit irritated, and for good reasons, by the way, too. Because, we were talking about something before the show. We're not gonna get into it right now, but it's like we were talking about some stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm kind of proud of him being involved in this because if it was me, I'd be like, all right, fuck all you motherfuckers. Like I'd be mad as shit. So like,
the end of training day, mad.
Basically, yeah.
I've organized grown children. You guys are easy.
So the thing is, though, is like with this being the case, there's a part of me that kind of hears you getting a little like less patient, and I'm like. Oh, is this where I'm going to get it? Is there going to get angry fucking Ganja? Like, this is going to be great. Because when you're angry, dude, like, for one, comedically, you're on fucking fire. like you got mad at fucking everybody in the van once when Alan and Alan were arguing. And then you're just like, hey, everyone shut the fuck up. And then Jet's just like...
I didn't say shut the fuck up. I said, can y'all not argue for 1 fucking second and shut the fuck up? And then it's quiet for like 5 seconds. And I just hear very low, you ain't my daddy.
And Jet with that timing.
Just like, I know you sick, so I'm not going to keep arguing, but you need to know you ain't my daddy.
And but by the way, too, just putting this out here is that people think I'm like the crazy person and I'm a tyrant and all this other shit. But like, I was quiet as fuck when God just said that shit. I looked out the window, like, well, that's a nice tree out there. Like,
that's a beautiful. You're like fucking donkey for sure. That's a beautiful bowl.
I think me and Nick were looking at the same tree at one point, going, "That's a tree, right? Yeah, that's a tree."
Yeah, I was just like anywhere else. Oh, look at that's a cute dog. Come on.
It's not like in a room where you can kind of like go somewhere else. You're in a car. You're like you have 2 options: you shut the fuck up or jump the fuck out.
Meanwhile, Allie for some reason has a thing with cars where she spends a lot of time in lanes waiting for a turn. So when there's silence, all you hear is
for like 5 fucking minutes.
Oh, it's torture.
Oh, you think it was torture for you? That was the thing that I was trying to hold on to. Every time I was like, man, don't throw up in the car. Don't shit yourself. Don't focus on that clicking.
By the way,
this is going to make a turn soon.
Oh, by the way, he didn't have some sort of bad drug chip. The motherfucker ate a grape.
Yeah.
I ate a grape.
1, by the way.
Yeah. Did you watch the grape first, by the way? I keep forgetting about that.
I hope so. I hope someone who else was snacking on them did me the favor.
No, I think we threw him out. We had to.
No,
someone else is gonna risk that.
I threw them out.
Yeah, I ate a couple.
Didn't you offer them to me like 4 times, Jet, before you threw them out?
Jet threw them out.
They were already outside, so like I'm pretty sure
They were
someone
left in
before.
the sun.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
with Jet's decision to do that. Those grapes are fine. You shouldn't have even thrown them out. Who cares?
They were left in the sun.
Okay.
Why did you eat them then?
No, I did. I ate some at the house.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I ate them. And by the way, when I saw Ganji, I'm like, oh yeah, you like grapes? He's like, huh. He just looked at me like, I mean, they're grapes. I don't care.
Imagine Ganja wakes up the next day. Wow, that really sucked. Hey, Ganja, want some grapes? Yeah, sure. Someone goes, no, you fucking idiot.
You just hear Roxy throw a shoe just from the fucking wherever she was. Boom!
Knocks it out of your hand. I mean, honestly, that'd be impressive. Just to see, like, holy shit, that was a nice shot.
Where was she? I don't know.
But here's the thing, though, guys. I was gonna say really quick. Well, I don't know. I want to talk about the trailers and everything, but I'm gonna have like 2 polls, and I'll make this poll. I'm talking about the first thing, whatever. But like, mainly, I wanted to ask you guys during the show yesterday of like what trailers did you like the most out of like Candyman, Halloween Kills, and Clifford.
Wow! You kidding me? Clifford, the adult.
Clifford Kills.
I can't wait for Clifford Ends.
Oh God. Yeah, I want that shit to end now. That should be the name of the first fucking movie. The Big Red Slog.
We fucking touched you as a kid, dog. This is a fucking Red Dog movie. Why are you so mad?
Nah, man, fuck that.
Honestly, all of y'all were. Like, Ganja was the most like, yeah, it's a kid's movie, so that's kind of cool. Roxy's like, I'll fight her.
No, because that little girl's a bitch, dude. I'm still not over
She
that
does
shit.
nothing in the trailer but be sad about a dog that's sick.
She lives in a fucking like gigantic ass house. Her daddy or her uncle or whoever the fuck makes a fuck ton of money. And she apparently had enough in her fucking cold capitalistic heart to fucking cry and make this fucking little dog turn into a fucking big dog.
Okay, calm down. We're
That
not
was
watching
all
Cruella
she
here.
could
Like,
fucking do.
yeah, she cried over a dog that's sick. Like, oh yeah, fuck her.
Bitch.
Have some
No.
fucking guts, man. She's crying for nothing. Oh, bitch, come on now.
You live in a fucking big ass house. What the fuck do you have to cry over?
The dying dog.
Well, fuck the dog and fuck her.
Yeah, dogs will be fine. Or, well, they won't. They'll die. But, like...
Wow. Fuck the sunrise chat attack, the heartless chat attack.
There we go. That's a good name. That's the first good name you come up with there, good sir.
Wow, yeah. No, it's a terrible name because you're agreeing that's good.
Yeah. By the way, Ryan with the real intelligence here. It's not a real dog. Oh, no shit.
Wait, really? What? Wait, what?
What the fuck?
Wait,
Talking about the fake one.
Flipper's not real?
Hold on. Are you talking about the puppy version, or are we talking about the giant one? Because I also know the dinosaurs ain't real either. All right.
No,
Fucking right. I'm sorry, dude.
you know the worst part about that is I had the perfect joke, but everyone was too busy reacting at your comment to fucking like
Worst-
stop it together.
Okay, then tell your fucking joke.
No,
then.
no,
What
no,
the
no. No. Like the comments really fucking...
Ryan, the first rule being a smartass, don't be a dumbass.
Yeah, that comes up a lot.
Oh, shit. No, what was your joke there, baby?
No, it's fine. It's over. That's what I was good at.
I was talking about bombing jokes earlier.
Man, I was all ready too. I was like, "Oh, what's it? It was all right. No, it was no joke actually in the first place. I was lying."
Oh yeah, perfect
With
segue.
me
First
for a
time.
second there, because I thought you said Mama June jokes.
John Nearly, by the way, thank you for actually being over here for the first time in the chat, man. He says, "Do you guys think Metroid Dead will sell? Are you interested in Metroid 5?" I talked about this on the post show the other day, so I'll talk about it just for a second here, but I want to leave this to Alan, Gonja, and everybody else. But like for me personally, I'm just going to say I like the side-scrolling thing. I think that's badass. I think it looks great, but I do think that there's a lot of games that are very similar to that right now that I kind of feel I can get the same experience elsewhere. So to be honest, yeah, I kind of want like that first-person shooter shit. The fact that we're going back to side-scrolling, I'm just like, meh. But Alan, take it away, good sir.
Oh, 100%, 100%. None of the fact that it's a Nintendo IP on the Switch, like Nintendo exclusive, it's gonna sell no matter what it is. You have Nintendo exclusive, immediately gonna sell millions of copies. It's a Metroid game that there hasn't been a new one in 20 years, so immediately gonna sell. And the way they showed the trailer, the 2 to 3 minutes of footage looked fantastic. So it's like it's a brand new game. It's a new game in this franchise. It's gonna sell. As far as whether it's not, because people were actually also complaining like, "Hey, how are you gonna compare to games like Ori the Blind Forest, Hollow Knight, and other Metroidvanias?" And I'm like, you guys are literally saying, how is this game gonna compare to Metroidvania? How is Metroid, the game that started the genre, gonna compare it to the genre?
Well, that's a fair question though, dude. Because like you gotta consider like how many other games that are really big, like like Call of Duty is definitely a first-person thing, but it's like, yeah, what if Medal of Honor came back? We're gonna ask, how's Medal of Honor gonna compare to Call of Duty? It's like, wait, hold on, Medal of Honor created
No,
that
it's the
shit.
question is how is Doom gonna compare to it? Easy, it's gonna come back. Like it's one of those things where it's like this is a game that started the genre. It doesn't have to be the best in the genre. It just has to exist within the genre. It's not. No one's saying it has to be better than Hollow Knight. But you call Hollow Knight a Metroidvania? This game is called Metroid. You don't call Metroid games a Metroidvania. You call them Metroid games because it's a Castlevania coming out. It's a Castlevania game. That's the other half of the Metroidvania. It's like, of course it's gonna compete within the genre. It invented the genre.
Yeah, but still, I just think that like if that's the case, then you can't. The only reason I'm not trying to argue because once again, when it comes to video games, me and Alan, it's just the arguing is just gonna happen. I'm sorry, but it's just that's the fucking way we are built. But it's just like if we can't compare or ask how is this gonna do because it was already part of the genre, created genre, or whatever. It's like, well, you can't ask any game to be ever compared to anything else ever.
Well,
because
it's not that. It's not that. It's more of the sense of like. People are saying, like, how are you going to, not necessarily compare, but how are you going to top games that exist within the genre? I'm like, it invented the genre. So it's like, the stuff that it did, every other game took from. It doesn't need to sit there and be better than Hollow Knight or Ori. It just needs to be a fantastic game. It all has to do is be a good game. Because of the fact that it invented the genre, it already has its place as wherever it needs to be. Have there been better games in the Metroid series? Of course there has. That's up to the fan base's opinions. But as far as where is it going to fit, it's like if if the next Call of Duty comes out, no one is it. It's like, how are you going to reinvent the entire genre? How do you be better than everything else? Like, no, it just has to exist. It just has to come out. Warzone comes out. It's like it existed. It was a Call of Duty formula on a bigger scale, and it managed to survive because guess what? It did what it always did. Halo comes out. It does what it always does. This just has to do what it always has done, and it'll be fine.
It did what it did. It does what it does.
Exactly. It be like that sometimes.
But I do
The
think
game.
that's part of why I don't like video game like the industry because like. I mean, you literally said something I've been complaining about with video games in general of like, all it has to do is exist. And it's like, that is such a crux on why I hate this industry so fucking much because so many people are like you. I'm not saying that you're a problem or anything, but it brings me up of like, this is why we're getting the same shit for fucking decades. Like, not just years now. We've gotten to the point where like, we're getting shit like the same shit from 2001 and like, we're about to hit, no, we actually hit 20 years now. We're getting the same thing. It's like, yeah, we got to strive to be a little bit better. I think that Metroid might have a chance of doing that, but if it doesn't, then that's a problem. And even though the Metroid, even if this new Metroid game is very, very Metroidvania-esque, and that's cool because they're doing what they are selling, so like whatever, not gonna complain about that. But I do think that like if they still do that, you could have done something different, but you were just like, hey, we're Metroidvania, or we're Metroid, we created the Metroidvania type thing, whatever, so we're just going to do the bare minimum, and people are going to buy our game, whatever, and it's like, yeah, that's why franchises die. That's what's
Basically
going on
saying
with
you're laying on your legacy.
Again, this is a franchise that has its issue where it fell off, not because the sales or it wasn't creative enough, it's just people just didn't know what to do. Nintendo actually has a huge problem with some of their IPs, where they have this issue, this horrible issue where they're like, if a game is successful, the next game has to be fundamentally different in every single way. And if you want to know, if you want to ask, talk to a Star Fox fan and ask him what their favorite one is, because fucking Christ, it is like a kaleidoscope. Because every single Star Fox game is a completely different fucking game.
All right,
Star
anyone
Fox
says after 64 is lying their ass off to you.
Like literally, there are no two Star Fox games that are the same.
And I love
Nintendo has
that
this
fucking
issue.
Fox.
Man, what'd you say, Gundam?
I said I love that fucking Fox, but every game after the fucking the GameCube version is trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all different. Star Fox 64, on-rail shooter. Star Fox on the GameCube is like a fucking third-person hack and slash game. And then whatever the fuck they did on the Wii U.
So really quick, guys, I want to pull up something really quick as we get into our topics because I know we're going to get far into the video game thing. That's what usually happens on the show, and I'm kind of sick of video games. But moving over here, this poll, I want you guys to vote on it if you guys get a chance. But yeah, who the fuck voted for Clifford? I fucking hate you. But which was the best show? Halloween Kills, Clifford, Don't Breathe 2, Candyman, or Saints in New York, which we'll be talking about those things later on, and we'll look back at this later on when we're finished with the topics. What were you going to say, Alan?
No, I accidentally clicked on the poll, and I think I voted for Clifford.
You motherfucker. I can't believe this. I can't believe we done did this. But no, man. But let's get right into it. Firstly, I'm so glad that Roxy's here because I'm going to be honest. I've watched most of Don't Breathe, and I saw the piece of the ending, and I was like, look, I could go back and watch this entire thing, but the fact that we're going to lead to what this becomes at fucking the end of the movie, fuck this movie. I'm uninterested. This shit's stupid. Now, I will say, it's probably really creepy, and the concept of Don't Breathe is fucking awesome still. I think the concept is great. I just don't like where they led. But you personally, does this whole thing make sense that there's going to be a second movie? Because maybe I'm missing something here, but yeah, like they're making him look like a good guy here, and he was like damn near ready to rape somebody in the first one. So what the fuck's going on here, Roxy?
I wish I fucking knew, to be honest. I've never seen any of Don't Breathe. The premise called out to me because it did seem interesting. Because yes, while one person loses one sense, one of their five senses, the others become heightened. So it is an interesting concept. And I guess there's something going on with this dude at a turkey baster.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is because I didn't fucking see the movie. But
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're pulling this like anti-hero kind of shit where it's like, well, even though he killed someone, technically he's not a villain because, you know, someone broke into his house. They're pulling that shit, and I want to know exactly where this goes. Like, is he just gonna go the way of like, what is it, Toph?
Yeah.
From like Avatar? Like, is this what they're trying to go for now?
Oh, Toph, okay.
Toph.
No, I like Toph. Let's like.
Toph are great.
I like Toph too.
Yo,
dog.
if
Look,
Tofu
I've
became
never
a person.
fucking seen Avatar. I've never seen the series. I've only seen it like bits and pieces when I'm like at the dentist's office or like the one of a million times I'm in a bus in Mexico.
This
No, but I'm thinking too,
fucking
is like
buck
if
in
Tofu
Mexico.
was
What?
cool.
Sorry, what? Bus in Mexico is playing Avatar on TV?
Yes,
Okay,
the
so Alan,
buses in
you missed a
Mexico
lot,
have
apparently.
everything.
I guess so.
Yeah, so for the last year, there's been this magical fucking school bus in Mexico. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but apparently Roxy's been on this bus watching a lot of movies random. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, I watched Terminator and Friday the 13th. Like, it's like random shit like As Good as It Gets. Or like, I watched Liar Liar. Like, Why the fuck
What?
is that movie playing? Like,
Okay,
I understand
wait.
Transformers or something.
So let me just give you like a heads up. It'll be like Transformers, and then like Cinderella Man, and then it
Yeah.
turns into that one typhoon, tornado, whatever water tornado movie it's called, Tsunami.
Hurricane.
Yeah.
The one with the lady, and then like she loses her leg and her kids and shit on some kind of vacation.
I
Yeah.
think I know
That
about
movie, and then it'll go to like Dragon Ball Evolution.
See, I almost kind of get that because we start getting to a lot of the international, intercontinental countries. The random movie selections they have is literally the most random shit you'll ever see. It's just shit that they were able to get for as cheap as possible.
By the way, too, one thing I don't like about watching movies, I'm not saying that they should censor movies in a plane or a bus or whatever the fuck, but like imagine sitting next to somebody, because like I'm gonna be honest, like the other day I watched Judas and the Black Messiah on mute because the lady in front of me had it on her the back of the seat, like she's playing it, and I'm gonna be honest. That movie on mute is a great fucking movie. Judas and the Black Messiah is fucking awesome. I don't know what the fuck they're
Keep
saying.
thinking you're saying Jews in the Black Messiah.
Yeah,
Judas.
why can't Jews and black people get together? Like what?
That's the whole point of the movie. We should unite the races.
Yeah.
Go against the working class.
Yeah. Kill Whitey. No, it's fine.
No.
go,
You title Whitey to kill Rich.
No, not regular like average Joe Whitey, but
man.
like the bougie Whitey. That's the
Oh.
Whitey you want to go
Successful white people. I hate them. No.
for. Not successful. The ones who fucking build their companies off of like $1 million loans from their dads and abuse
Look,
the
Roxy,
fuck out of
all I'm
minorities
asking,
for.
Roxy, I want to be racist.
Look, we
Can I
can't
just
talk
get
about
the
Elon
popular
Musk
one?
right now.
It's popular to hate white people. Let me just do it. Just let me enjoy this. This is the only time I can be an asshole and it'll be acceptable. Please.
Okay, name one white person that you like fuck with. If like whenever the race war breaks out, because apparently we're all always on the fucking verge of that from the fucking right side. When the race war breaks out, who's some white people you would say?
Oh,
This
so
guy
getting
right
in
here.
trouble.
He's awesome. The
Who?
blind guy from Don't Breathe.
Oh, it's like I
Fucking
was like, you're
Tofu
showing,
or whatever
Bro.
his name is.
bro. We're so far up his nose. I thought that was Jet's fucking display pic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna show this really quick, guys, because if you guys
Brendan
don't know-
Fraser. Brendan Fraser is a cool white person. He don't deserve to die.
You mean fucking James Charles?
Tony
That thing
Hawk.
that she has?
Okay, nah. Well,
Yeah, because that's the thing. Of like her pic was like up at these nose. I'm like, they just show those random photos. Like, is that Mike Myers and the dude from Don't Breathe? What am I looking at?
I'm trying to go there too, and like this shit's just not working. Oh well.
Yeah.
There goes
They,
that joke.
they got
right?
the visual metaphor.
Well, they don't because context, but it's all good. The thing is, though, yeah, the Don't Breathe thing. This is gonna be fucking great, in my opinion, because it's gonna be action packed and it's gonna be this dude just killing a bunch of people and everything, which is awesome. But at the same time, God, why is that's a crazy fade, y'all? This screen was pitch black for a whole ass 8 seconds. If that's not too much fade, I don't know what the fuck is.
Look, it's a one-shot movie, and they needed a point to put the cut just in case.
You know what? Oh, that's actually kind of smart. You're right. They did. I didn't even think about like that being a thing they could use. So it's
No,
like,
that's actually a common trick in one-shot or like long shot action scenes or movies. They'll pan to like the sky or they'll pan to like forests. So just in case they got to do an edit, they can hide it in there really easily within the scene.
but I'm wondering, like, because they're not trying to like boast one-shotness with this movie or even
fuck
the first
no,
one.
I was making a joke.
No, but I do think though that's why this movie in the first one felt so cool, because like when he's walking down the hallway and you get like that camera going backwards, you can feel like the cameraman walking backwards. It's like dooming, like, oh shit, here he comes, doom, doom, doom. He's walking, and it's kind of like it's kind of creepy, and he's just walking. He's not doing anything scary, but it's like they're able to do that because they can make it look like it's one shot and then just pan at the wall and it's like there's the edit. You know, it's like I like doing that now. Like 1917 does that a lot too, where lots of people were boasting it, like, oh man, it's fucking one shot, and it's not. It's tons of edits, tons of shots, but you can't see them. And I think that's a super duper cool thing. But looking at this though, it's like, yeah, I do like the idea that he's gonna be. I mean, this is basically an action movie, which is fine. But it's like we've seen fucking Taken. You know, this is not going to be as intense as Taken, and at least with Taken, you're rooting for Liam Neeson because he's trying to save his daughter and fuck up these bad guys. But our main guy is a bad guy here, so it's like, what's your audience? You want people that went to go see Unhinged and liked it? You want them to come to this theater? Like, yes, kill things, fuck things, rape, woo! Like, what the fuck is this?
I don't really know because again, like. There's a lot of problems with this premise because the first one's like I've never seen the first one, but I know enough of the movie where it's like, yeah, a bunch of dumbass kids break into this dude's house and this guy basically defends himself by and the whole thing is like, yeah, he's blind, so they'd be incredibly quiet and not breathing, whatever the fuck, and that works within like him being blind within the confines of his house because he knows his health pretty well. It's close quarters and they have to make sure that they don't make a lot of noise, which works really well. The problem is when you take him outside. unless this guy's Daredevil, it's really gonna be difficult. Like he has a car.
Yeah,
He's driving.
yeah, that's
Was he
amazing.
yelling at the fucking drive? Yeah, let me just go to the left.
That's true, right? Yes. He has to feel the winds of like, oh, that sounds like solid metal driving past me. I'm not gonna.
Ooh, that's wind. That means I'm near the Walmart. Like,
yeah, like what the fuck? Yeah, there's only so many.
unless he has the
stuff.
girl whispering in his ear to the left. Ah.
Yeah, and what if she's singing that song? To the left, to the left, to the left. What the
Oh
fuck?
shit! I like that Beyonce song.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was Beyonce. Wow, you're a better person.
Oh,
Than me.
I thought really you knew the lyrics. You didn't know who sung it.
No, hell no. Beyonce sounds like a lot of fucking people. I'm sorry. But hey, now that I brought that up, I'm gonna probably accidentally get her mad. But Jet, what are your thoughts on this? Because you know how the first movie ended, and I don't know if you actually watched it or anything. But yeah, what are you thinking about this guy who raped a girl in the last movie is the hero apparently with this one?
I like how you assumed I knew how the movie ended because I ain't never seen this movie in my life.
Oh shit, I don't know.
Did anyone watch this movie?
Well, because Jet has a history, by the way, of like she doesn't really like too much horror movies, but she'll watch like stuff that I'll probably like try to bring up and everything. But in 2015, Jet told me that she went on a huge like thing, like watching all these Oscar movies or whatever, and I thought that they kind of like bled over into like 2016 because that's when this movie came out, the first one.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like you didn't get the hype for this because I thought you would have watched this for sure, considering that it was like a really huge movie.
Well, you're in like horror movies are usually not put up for Oscar, so I definitely skipped that one.
All right, yeah. Well, I mean,
But no, I've never. I don't even know what you guys are mostly talking about when it came to this movie, like at all. I'm just like, who the fuck is that? Like, who is she? I don't fucking know these people. Why are they trying to take that girl? Like, is he a good guy or is he a bad guy? I don't know. I don't know that bitch.
Yeah, he's a pretty bad.
Apparently he has a turkey baster.
Yeah.
And like, considering a fucking turkey baster, you can do a lot of shit with a turkey baster. That I'm just like,
Mm-hmm. It's questionable
Did that
stuff.
actually even work?
What,
Yeah.
It's a horror movie. I know you wanted. No.
I don't know. Just in my head.
it
I'm like,
would work.
okay, because that's a common thing. You see a lot of either horror movies or comedies or whatever the fuck. So
I actually don't even know too much about the turkey baster. Like, because they say I thought he raped the girl and then he wanted to stab her with the turkey baster. But did he try to like did he put
Black Knight saying he basically inseminated, tried to inseminate her, I guess.
Yeah, but like, why would it like? So the turkey baster, like, does it turn things around or whatever? Like,
What?
Because I don't know shit about turkeys. Like, I don't eat turkey. I never
Oh,
had
turkey
it.
baster is a long syringe to put stuffing in.
Ah, okay. All right. Well then, shit.
Yeah, it's a long syringe. There's like a fucking balloon at the end, and you can like get any sort of liquid or whatever the fuck you want in there.
This guy's just like, what? Nick Diaz doesn't know what a turkey baster is? What the fuck? But yeah, no. Look, the guy looks creepy. This will be interesting for some people. I just think that like you're going for an audience that might be the same audience that'll watch fucking Human Centipede. Which, speaking of all that kind of crazy shit too. Oh,
All
what's
I
up?
know
my
is
God.
from just looking at him is that he's very dangerous and his breath probably stinks because it looks like he doesn't talk much.
Yeah, he doesn't. And by the way, would that affect your smell of breath?
Everyone who I've came across who doesn't really talk that much, they tend to have a little stank in their breath. I'm sorry.
That's unfortunate. So all you motherfuckers in the chat, you guys know? No, I'm just playing.
Damn.
No, because there's a lot of motherfuckers in the chat who don't talk a whole lot, and I'm just imagining like, yeah, you don't got nobody. To
Yeah,
tell
all
you
y'all
what to think.
stink.
Hey, I mean, the truth is what it is. I can tell just through the internet. You know, that's how good of a person I am. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to make you a better person. And
By the way,
Him more so because it looks like he don't brush his teeth either. So it's just like, just imagine like he just got some really, really strong hint of like morning breath on his tongue. Just his mouth is just all tight. Just
oh god, you're grossing me the fuck out. I'm gonna ask you this though, Jet. How bad of breath do you think this guy has?
the fuck is this?
I don't know. I feel like he only brushes his teeth like once a day.
This is Baby Soprano, by the way, for those of you that don't know. This is actually a trailer for the I'll say pre-show, the prequel to The Sopranos.
Oh, they finally got around to it. Shit,
Yeah, right. It took long enough, Jesus Christ. But no, man, this is the Many Saints of New York. By the way, so it's not New York, it's Newark. Or no, I can't say like.
Yeah, Newark, you got it. Oh, that's what that was because I saw a trailer for that and I thought it was some random fucking like comedy.
Oh no, this is not gonna be a comedy. I mean, it might be some like humor stuff, obviously from mobster movies and blah blah. Like, hey, he's mean to me. It's funny. It's very I like
Yeah.
it. Da, da, da. But like, no, apparently there's a story about Tony Soprano, which I don't like those. by the way, because we all know where it's going to go. So any kind of moment where this movie's going to tell you, ooh, he might be in trouble with the big boss. It's like, no, he's not. The Sopranos exists. So, like, there goes all that tension.
Not necessarily, because again, I've always wanted to watch The Sopranos just because I generally like mob stuff. I always think that's interesting to watch in movies, and I want to see a TV show, so I'll add that to the list one day. But the benefit of doing a prequel is you have a tendency to the little things that the characters drop over the course of the franchise, where the little moments, oh, remember that time we did that thing, remember that, remember this. You have a chance to kind of go back there. And do some stuff that maybe you never had a chance to do over the course of the story. Never introduce characters, have characters show up. That's like, hey, that character that randomly showed up in season 3. Well, this is where they started. You have those benefits. The problem is, most of the time when you create the series, you're not really anticipating this character when they were young. You just created them when they were an adult. So when you're doing a prequel, you're kind of just filling in the blanks based on making it up. So unless the original creator is really writing this, like you did with Better Call Saul, which is a prequel to Breaking Bad, but it's focused on a side character, and apparently it's really good, and you can, do whatever you want with that. With this, it's like, it might just be like, look, man, we need to make another mob show, and Sopranos is the name, so we're just going to make a prequel, and it's like, this could come across as incredibly, like, we just want the name. Is it going to be on HBO?
No, this is a movie, dude.
What?
Yeah,
really?
This is not a show.
If I'm correct, I think it wasn't an HBO product, it was Showtime.
Yeah.
That's even, okay, that's so weird, because I thought Sopranos was an HBO show.
Yeah. Well, no, it was on Showtime, and then it went down to like FX and some other stuff because the FX thing was definitely
right.
Like a subservient. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but like this will be on HBO Max though when it comes out. But
that is strange that they.
Yeah. But I mean, yes, people in the chat. By the way, I hate the fucking Twitch, the Streamlabs colors on here. Goddamn. But I think this is Max Pokebra. I like that name. He says, "I can't wait for that movie. I love Sopranos. I do like Sopranos as well, but I will tell you, dude, is like." There's a lot of stuff I feel like is wrong with the show in a sense of, I mean, it really has to do with Tony Soprano. I think that everything that has to do with him is so lost in his world, and his world is so less interesting than all the other shit. Like I think.
Oh man, hold the phone. Hey, the new viewer. Hey, I just want to let you know that Jesus loves you and wants a relationship with you. Ask him into your heart and turn away from your sins. He will do wonders in your life.
Really?
Oh,
that's
why did the chat attack dead? Jesus.
You are legit barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, no.
Bruh, now we're going to hell.
Yeah,
yes, we are.
Me and God have not seen eye to eye for a while.
Well, that was your chance, and now you banned him.
Jesus broke my fucking toilet. With that big
Christian holy
ass.
shit.
Oh, God damn it, I knew that joke was coming.
What?
No, Gotcha made a joke. Oh, holy shit.
Oh, that's dumb.
Fuck you. It was hilarious.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm not gonna be a chuckle brother today. No, that's awful. But the thing that what's not gonna be awful though, huh?
Tell me.
To bring it all back, because we're just the best podcasters ever. No, I think that this is gonna be a pretty cool thing. I think that it's not gonna be bad, but it's also gonna be one of the situations where it's like, okay, you're gonna tell this big fucking universe story that obviously you're gonna be basing this around that character Tony Soprano, which all these stories we already know. And they're gonna miss opportunities here. John Bernthal's in this movie. We don't know his name yet or anything, but like that guy is always the best part of any movie he's in. But every movie, I feel like directors don't see what I see in him. Maybe I have a fucking man crush. I don't know, but I think it's weird that like that movie Angelina Jolie that came out recently.
I was thinking about the
like
same
he's the best
thing,
part, but they don't use him well. And then same thing with like Daredevil.
He's in Wolf of Wall Street. He's in literally. John Bernthal shows up for 5 minutes in every movie. Kind of an asshole, but kind of on the good guy's side. And just see where he just looks at the camera and looks like this, going, yeah, you know what? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and then walks off the movie.
Yeah,
and
like he's the best on Snitch. He's the best on Baby Driver. He's the best on so much shit. And it's like,
oh, Baby Driver, he's the best.
Yeah,
every single fucking movie. There's so many movies. He's Ford or Ferrari, same character.
Oh, I didn't even know he was in there. Yeah.
He's in for 5 minutes, and is the reason the movie starts the way it does, and then never shows up again. I don't know, like, is it in this contract he's only allowed to be in for 5 minutes?
Yeah, because he's only here for 5 seconds in the trailer. It's like, he has top billing. It's like, The Many Saints of New York, starring John Bernthal. He's not starring in this. Where the fuck is he at?
I legitimately and plus they do that in trailers all the time. And again, the trailers we just talked about, John Bernthal's in all the trailers we just talked about, as like, oh, he's gonna be like Ford versus Ferrari. One of the reasons I saw it is because I like John Bernthal. I want to watch it because of him. Wow, I watched another movie. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I do think though that this could be a cool movie, but it's like that's one of the signs I always get. Like if I see John Bernthal in a movie, I'm like, okay, if they're not going to use them, and all these movies that don't use them well end up feeling like, oh, that was a fun movie that I'll never watch again. Like, that always is a thing with these movies. They all have that in common. And keep in mind, the thing I was trying to say earlier about the fucking situation with the Sopranos show is that all the other characters are interesting. We were always, stuck with Tony Soprano. This reeks of the same problem where it's like, we're going to be dealing with this kid doing every other mob movie build-up where it's like, this is how I've learned about this. This is how I started selling drugs. This is how I started doing this. And we're gonna know nothing about
Back in my day, it was about respect and family.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be real here. I think this movie is gonna have a huge marketing problem because literally until right now, I was like many states in Newark. I'm like, this literally. I thought this was like a fucking sequel to The King of Staten Island. I was like, oh, it's another one of those fucking movies, just the same kind of universe building. You telling me this is Sopranos? I'm like, maybe people just like you watch the show, you'll figure it out. But it's like calling it that. There might be people going, what the hell is this? How short of watching the trailer, it's like seeing from the Sopranos, and knowing everything in there, you might easily miss that this is connected to the Sopranos.
Yeah, really quick, because we're done talking about that, but I do want to answer this question from John Early in the chat because he is a new guy and everything too. Usually we ever forget to bring that up bits, we answer right away just to put that out there. Not to say that you have to do that right now because since we're just chilling and shit, I can definitely answer this. But he's asking a pretty good question. He's saying, will you be upset that the Batman feels like a Dark Knight Trilogy 2.0? For me, I think that no matter what, that's going to happen, so I'm not going to be upset. I expect that, and I mean, yeah, if it's 2.0 of a movie that is considered very, very good, it's not the worst thing in the world. But what do you feel, Alan?
I think that at the end of the day, like, between me thinking The Dark Knight is the greatest movie I've ever seen in my entire fucking life, and going back and I don't give a shit, going and reading classic Batman stories, it's going to feel like that because, like I said, people are going to want to, do what's popular. Dark Knight was popular, so of course that. To me, I will be because I'll be irrationally upset. Like, I understand it has to go that way because money talks, and they're going to want to do what Nolan did because Nolan made billions of dollars off Batman. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm going to be upset because I don't want to still see the same Batman we've been getting for 20 years of, I'm grizzled and angry because parents died, and all I know is to be mad, and even when I'm Bruce Wayne, I'm mad. It's like, Batman's such a nuanced character that you could do so much with him that nobody, besides just, I want to punch a dude, is his entire character in every fucking movie. And it's like, no one wants to do anything different with him besides the same thing we've been seeing for 20 fucking years. Like, do something like what the animated series did, where he kind of, like, you watch the animated series, he's kind of a calmer person. Justice League, he's kind of a calmer person. It's really to the live action movies where it's like, oh, this guy dresses like a demon, he must be mad the whole time. They turn him into Punisher 2.0, and that's what I'm seeing in this trailer. And I'm like, I'm not saying it has to be a comedy. In fact, I wouldn't want that, but it's like, have a little bit of like balance with this character because this character has a lot going on for them, but you're just doing the one-off character that's like, everyone's like, I've already seen this movie 20 times.
Mike in the chat says, I've heard rumors that Aleister Black is going to be signing with New Japan Pro Wrestling. What are your thoughts on that, Diaz? I think that something, and I've been wanting to bring this up lately, mostly on my solo streams, but I guess I'll do it here because, you asked the question and everything. But, like, Aleister Black is a character that I liked a lot. He was from WWE NXT, which is a developmental system, just so you guys know. And he went to WWE Raw, which is the main show on USA Network with WWE. And essentially, as soon as he got there, they made him a tag team partner, which is a character that's supposed to be very solo, very badass, all by himself, fucking up all the other wrestlers. And when he makes him a tag team partner, he's sharing that stardom with another guy, and that guy was Ricochet. Not to explain all that stuff, that's just another character. So, they're wrestling, and right away, they have this guy losing matches, and that's fine, it's an athletic, they're trying to sell it as a sport. But, this character is so, mystical and everything. He's almost like an Undertaker type situation. So you want to save that. You want to get your character over. I bring this up with horror movies all the time. Like, I don't need to hear about Michael Myers' fucking, like, how he went to school and shit. I want to know how dangerous he is.
Yes, we do. I need to see this kid in class, but don't do it evil. Just a normal kid. For like 20 minutes. Like, is this guy the biggest serial killer in the world? And just cut it after that. It'd be amazing.
No, I would hate that. But no, like, you gotta make sure that your characters are just like, holy shit, like, I take this motherfucker seriously because that's the person I'm gonna be, following for how long. So he came in WWE in 2019, continued on to 2020, and around that time, he just started losing a bunch of matches and having the same matches over and over, blah, blah, blah. And finally, this year, it was about a month ago or so, him and, like, 8 other guys got fired from WWE. That's a big thing that's happening right now. People are saying that WWE is trying to sell to a CNBC and Peacock to the point where Vince McMahon will not be in charge anymore, which I personally think that'll be close to the end of wrestling if he's gone. I think that'll be fucking things up quite a bit. So with that being said, now I'm probably gonna get finally to this fucking topic at hand with the question there, you Mike. But Aleister Black is basically doing like these podcasts and whatnot on YouTube, talking to people, doing interviews, and everyone's saying, "Hey, you're gonna go to AEW, you're gonna go to NJPW," and I will say that like, yeah, that might be interesting to you, Mike, and I'm glad you brought that up. But at the same time, though, is that people keep forgetting because everyone wants to talk shit about WWE. Everyone wants to talk shit like, oh, like they're the corporate, like we own everything, and they're the big evil, whatever the fuck thing. And it's like, yeah, but you also don't know context. Like I understand WWE's some assholes, they shouldn't be firing people, but you should also know, you know, how these people became popular. No one cared about Aleister Black before fucking WWE. The only reason why you're bringing this up to me is that he's that character on the show. No one knew the Undertaker when he was Mark Calloway. Like he played basketball and he played a little bit of football and he was some dude who lost at fucking like bingo halls wrestling in some who gives a shit place. So for me, and then same thing with Aleister Black's wife, Zelina Vega, she's doing Mortal Kombat cosplays and doing video game streams. Like who's really giving a shit about her? It's like WWE made her important. You know what I mean? Or else she'd be like us. She'd be like the Chat Tech. You know, just talking about video games and shooting the shit, which is not the worst thing ever. But it's like right now, because of wrestling, I believe Zelina Vega might have more followers than the Chat Tech. I'm not sure, but so when it comes to something like this, I think that yeah, like that would be cool. If Aleister Black goes to NJPW, which is No Japan Pro Wrestling, but I don't watch that stuff because I feel like it's very, very stuck in its culture. Which is fine. It's in Japan. I get it. But it's just I don't even understand what people are saying there. And it's just what it is. I think if Aleister Black goes there, that's cool. But you also got to keep in mind that the only reason why you care is because of WWE. So you might want to have this guy stay in America and do American shit because whatever the style and all the story stuff going on now is not going to translate well to Japan because they don't give a shit about our shit just like a lot of us don't give a shit about their shit. I mean, it's two different audiences. So that's pretty much about it. I know I went to a long thing there, but I also wanted to stretch out my wrestling muscle. But
hey, it's all again. He got the bits in, so it's all you.
Yeah, my bits and the tits and all that good stuff. But here's the thing, though, guys. We are going to get going, but I did want to. Let me see. I can't see the results of old polls. That fucking sucks. Wanted to see what people voted for as far as the trailers go. So I'm pretty sure Clifford did not win. If it did, I'm really fucking mad at you guys in the chat. That's some bullshit.
I don't remember who won.
One more thing I want to talk about, and I'm not going to do a highlight video of this. I don't do highlights for fucking anything nowadays. But I have to bring up this one last thing really quick. And obviously you guys can actually continue watching this conversation escalate and evolve, I'm pretty sure, on the Metropolis Collective with Ganja and Alan's Show the Illuminati podcast. Because I know you guys got to talk about this shit. But our boy, Bill Cosby. Did you hear about this shit, dog?
Oh, man, bro, who hasn't?
I haven't really read into it. I haven't really read into it. So if you want more of an in-depth thing, go check out the Illuminati that's going to be appearing next week around Monday. But you want my like honest to God opinion in terms of like just off the cuff? Mm-hmm. Man, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
So you're like, because I'm never being like sarcastic. Because I'm not surprised.
I'm surprised in the sense that like one, they let him go to jail first.
Yeah,
like if they were gonna do this, like I feel like they wasted everyone's time. Like, yeah, we got him, y'all. All right, it's coast clear. Let him out. Hurry.
Yeah, what are you thinking, Alan?
In all honesty, yeah, I'm kind of like honestly, I'm surprised he got let out because like they got him quick. Because like as soon as it happened, jail, like super fast. And I remember that I don't know how
was that unlawful for them to do that so fast? Because like I don't know, I don't even know our own system, and I'm sure Ruthless would probably know the most. So that's why you guys.
Well, that's why I'm waiting until Saturday because he'll give it a real in depth on terms of like when you got to deal with the actual court system. But I think it was the Supreme Court that overturned it. So I guess whenever you deal with like, I think the feds now have to jump in and be like, nah, the motherfucker's guilty for him to actually really go back to jail.
Yeah, because no, now it's a situation where it's like you have to have brand new evidence. Like again, I'm not a lawyer, but like usually when a situation like this happens and the charges get dropped, you can't really do it unless overwhelming new evidence enters the case. So you have to have something situation, not necessarily more testimony. You'd have to have something like video evidence, like something that's like undisputed new evidence to basically reopen the case. So it might be a situation right now where it's like it's kind of be in limbo. But when they first were getting him, it's like this was roughly, I want to say Harvey Weinstein issues happened a couple months later. Because I always, like for me, in my head, what started the Me Too movement was Bill Cosby, oh my God, Harvey Weinstein, and then why am I supposed to say David Hayter? Jesus Christ.
How would he hated you, dog?
Otacon. I'm gonna get that pussy. And I'm gonna fuck the shit out of it.
House of Cards guy. Fuck, it's killing me right now.
Oh, dude, I always forget his name. Kevin Spacey, but I always forget
Kevin
his name.
Spacey. Yeah, there we go.
That dude has the most generic name in the world that's actually hard to remember. That's how fucking average it is.
But to me, those are the three horsemen of the events. They happened in so close concessions that it started the Me Too movement. And I remember it took like 4 years to get Harvey Weinstein on anything. But it took Bill Cosby like a couple months and he was in. And I was like, wow, they got that guy really fast, but the rich white guy took like half a decade to fucking get him in. But then it's like, I'm looking at it like, which one stuck? Because Bill Cosby's now essentially out, and until anything more news happens, I guess the charges are dropped. So we're working on getting him out. Where I don't know what the hell's happening with Harvey Weinstein. Is he still in jail? Like, that's what I want to look at after the show. Like, what's his case? Because like, there's a situation where I read a little bit of it, and it's like there's a situation where the Supreme Court looked at the evidence, and there's some stuff of the evidence wasn't as solid as they thought it was.
Yeah,
and there's
that's
other
what overturn
situations.
is essentially is that when you find out that evidence has been either like unlawful or something like that, that's why the overturn will even go into effect, or else it would just stay in like that weird like spot where there's like, oh, we have an overturn, but like we're gonna investigate it and it'll stay here forever. The fact that was happening so fast is that there's either someone got caught lying, or there was some kind of proof that was made with somebody from the beginning of this trial, and that's what have made the overturn actually go into effect. Or else it would have just been stuck in this position, and it would have. I mean, this would have been like a developing story for a month.
Essentially, or a situation where it's like a version of an appeal before the case got, because I don't know if they ever officially slammed the book. They basically like, hey, you're going to jail for this time, and then someone goes and looks at the Supreme Court, gets looked at the case, going, you know, that actually wouldn't really hold up. The problem is there's so much of like that's the biggest problem with a lot of these cases when you're dealing with a date rape, drugs, or anything like that, where it's like there's so much of the burden of proof is on the victims that it's extremely difficult. That it's not a situation where the murder is like, oh, there's a knife there, or there's a DNA and whatever. This is a situation where it's like, especially decades after the fact, it's extremely difficult to find the overwhelming evidence that juries often need to convict somebody. So it's an incredibly infuriating situation where it's like, this is a system at work where it's like, you need to have so much evidence, especially after so much time. And it's like, this is a situation where it's ambiguous. There's so much evidence, but it's like, it's people's testimonies. So you have so many different people, so many different walks of life that are testifying the same, details, that it's a situation where it's like, fuck, we know what happened, but we can't, like, short of a time machine or video evidence, we can't prove this 100%. So the courts are like, well, fuck, what the fuck are we supposed to do?
So really quick though, this goes to something that's pretty funny. So I always bring up Jet when it comes to this because, I mean, the obvious thing, to bring it up is like she's a girl and the victims of these situations are girls. So I'm just like, hey, like, Jet, what do you think about this? Because I'd feel like an asshole if I didn't do that. But one thing that Jet always says is just like, cancel culture does not exist. And more so to her point is like, dude, the motherfucker can go to jail and he'll still get out of it. Like, you can literally undo arrests for fucking with people. Like, there's really no such thing. Like, Jed, I gotta tell you, like, did you see this coming? Like, are you surprised by this at all, Jed?
Not really, no. Oh, how it happened, I'm kind of surprised, but it's just like him getting out, like, before he actually died in there, not surprising.
Do you feel like a lot of other people that get in trouble? Because is Brock Turner in jail right now?
No, hell no.
No.
The motherfucker never served jail time at all, I think.
Jesus fucking Christ. And he raped her like in an alley or something.
Yeah, literally.
Matter of fact, he got caught raping the girl apparently so boldly and brashly that one of the dudes that caught him had to do therapy.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so like, I don't know, Jet. Like, I mean, have you seen anybody like happy about this? I'm just curious because like we all have different like feeds on our social medias and everything. But like, Jet, have you seen anybody that's like, my boy Bill Cosby, yay, like anything like that, or?
There's probably a fucking ton of them. There's probably so goddamn many. Because the thing is, like, even if you're possibly the worst person ever, and there's a whole bunch of evidence against you, you're still gonna have fans. Hell, look at Hitler.
Shit, yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised you didn't go to R. Kelly, but I mean, yeah, I guess.
I actually was gonna go to R. Kelly next. Look at Chris. Hell, look at Chris Brown.
Yeah. All the money they make.
By the way, not the toasty.
Yeah, no shit, right?
He's cool. Literally, I'll never forget, like, one of the first times, like, I got a friend request from him. I was like, Chris Brown's like, what? There's no... right, yeah.
Picture, and it's just, like, this backhand hand, like, looking... It's like, oh, no,
you're
about to hit me,
the lead singer of one of Nick's favorite bands?
No, I gotta tell you, what?
I keep forgetting what the fucking name is, but there's this dude that's, like, bald hair, like, he's completely bald, and...
Oh, David
my god, such a D. I can't remember the fucking name
David
of it.
Draymond?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because the band's called Disturbed or whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Because Whiskey Wolf looks like him. He's a guy who used to be in the Double Toasted Chat, but like Whiskey Wolf, to the point where like David Draven from Disturbed has this fucking like jacket and vest that has spikes on it on the shoulders, and Whiskey has the exact same fucking jacket. He's like, "Yo, check me out." It's like, "Are you a Disturbed fan?" No. What the fuck is that? It's like, holy shit! Like, we got
Well, there's a
Doppelganger.
fan of you.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, he's like stealing from Whiskey Wolf. But anyways, moving on from this though, I'm gonna ask Roxy really quick. I guess moving on from just like the person, I guess. Roxy, what are you thinking about this whole situation? Do you feel like is this a classic case of shittiness from certain situations, or do you think that maybe there is some point that Bill Cosby can prove that he's not so evil and unjust?
I'm gonna be honest. I took a nap during that part because y'all wouldn't stop talking.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, the show's gonna be over now. I'm just trying to include everybody, but this is why
just to put it out there,
I don't give a shit.
About the Bill Cosby thing, I didn't bother to look into it because I literally just took a nap.
Yeah, that's cool.
They'll talk
Anyways, so with that said, guys, we are out of here. Alan, tell them about the Metropolis Collector.
Alrighty then. So if you want to hear me and Ganja and Ruthless go way more into this, and trust me, we will. We literally have like 2-hour shows nowadays, and we're gonna leave the lawyer to really go through a lot of the legalese because there's a lot of stuff that. Look, I'm not gonna sit here pretend to know anything about law. I just watched a lot of like lawyer shows as a kid, but he'll go through it. Like he actually read like the 80-page opinion document from the Supreme Court. So we'll go through that with as much detail as possible. So whatever's gonna happen with that, be sure to check that episode in the next couple of days. Leave a like on the Metropolis to see that kind of stuff. As far as less dire news, we're recording an episode of the Arcade in the next couple of days. There's just some video game news, some cool stuff happening in the industry. So be sure to check out the Metropolis for all sorts of stuff.
All right, and that's it for us. Goodbye, all that good stuff. Y'all go get some naps in too, goddammit.
Go
talk to
sleep,
you guys
audience.
next time. Goodbye. Stay toasty. Catch the chat.
Yep.
Big fucking party.
I almost died on my nap, so I don't think I'm taking one of those.
I might
Yeah.
take a nap in a bit.
I mean, it's best not to sleep at all. Why let death creep up on you?
Stay woke.